Hello, everyone. I am excited to say that we had an amazing time at the C-Suite Leadership Retreat at the Oberoi in Marrakech, Morocco. You know what? The treatment was beyond 5-star. The feedback is just amazing. The content of the discussions, paradigm shifted. Just 2 days, right? And it's been an amazing time of pulling away for C-suite leaders and founders and CEOs. And everybody is going home with a paradigm shift, with new ideas to execute. So I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been a part of our C-Suite Leadership Retreat 2024. And it's my pleasure to announce from the 8th to the 11th of July 2025, we'll be having the C-Suite Retreat in Dubai. Everyone who attended this year is signing up to come next year. Some of the people who were not here are already signing up to be there. Our numbers must remain small. So my encouragement, sign up right away. Go on my Linktree and just find the link and sign up right away, because we are so sure that in a very short time, all the slots that we have will be taken. So I look forward to seeing you in Dubai in 2025 to your success.
The C-Suite retreat is amazing. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. The high level of excellence, the first class treatment is exceptional.
It's been so wonderful.
It was strategic. Every session has been powerful, and I will definitely come back next year.
Hello there. The Business and Leadership Accelerator Roundtable Lagos, Nigeria was super amazing. Just watch out over the next 12 months for radical transformation in the lives of those that attended. Over the last few decades, I have watched careers and businesses and even ministries either fizzle out or stagnate because of change. I have also seen some that have accelerated in their growth, and that is what I have also experienced. That's why it delights me to invite you to respond to the changes going on with accelerated growth in your own career or in your ministry or in your business. Join us at the BLA Toronto, Canada, June 13 networking dinner, June 14 whole day of transformation. You don't want to miss this. Click on the link in my bio on this platform and click on the link for the BLA Toronto. See you in Toronto. Hello there. The Business and Leadership Accelerator Roundtable Lagos, Nigeria was super amazing. Just watch out over the next 12 months for radical transformation in the lives of those that attended. Over the last few decades, I have watched careers and businesses and even ministries either fizzle out or stagnate because of change. I have also seen some that have accelerated in their growth, and that is what I have also experienced. That's why it delights me to invite you to respond to the changes going on with accelerated growth in your own career or in your ministry or in your business. Join us at the BLA Toronto, Canada, June 13 networking dinner, June 14 whole day of transformation. You don't want to miss this. Click on the link in my bio on this platform and click on the link for the BLA Toronto. See you in Toronto. Hello there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Leadership Live for today. Yes. Thank you for joining us on the various platforms. Yes, on X, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Wow. Amazing. Yes, welcome, Toby. Welcome, Sam 7 from Kumasi, Ghana. Yes, let us know the city and the country you're joining us from. This is a global leadership community. We understand the value of leadership. Where the head goes, that's where the rest of the body goes. John Maxwell says everything rises and falls on leadership. Everyone should be interested. Everyone should be interested in learning about leadership. But I think the challenge comes even from the definition or understanding or concept of leadership itself, because the average person thinks it's tied to positions, right? The average person thinks it's tied to positions. So once you say leadership or leaders, a lot of people just sign out mentally, right? But in our community, we believe that everyone can lead. Check the qualities that make a leader. You will find out everyone already has some. Everyone already has some. The ones you don't have, you can cultivate. That's what we're talking about. Leadership is a science and an art. The science part is built on principles, and principles have no respect for persons. They work everywhere and they never change, and they have power inside them. All right, you fulfill their conditions, the power is released, gives you leverage to achieve big results. So there's a science part to leadership. We can teach it. And there's the art part to leadership, and art can be taught, right? Fantastic. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Toby from Redemption City, Nigeria. Femi from Ikorodu. Mike from Michigan. And Michael from Dublin. Abayomi from Nigeria. Benga from Igodo. And Sheye, Oluwa Sheye from Regina, Saskatchewan. I've been there. It's a beautiful place, right? And AAA, okay, from Lagos. Oh, I know AAA in Toronto. Okay, good. And Maya from Ibadan, Nigeria. Ayodeji from Portsmouth in the UK. Pastor Tim Baker from Chicago. Good to see you again, man of God. Adeshola from Lagos. Thank you. And Yinka from Plumstead in London. And Michael from Lagos. And John Wells from Iowa. Amazing. Oluwayomi from Benin. Ola from Merseyside. Dr. KBK from Lekki, Lagos. Favor from Port Harcourt. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone. It's Taiwo, Ojo. Amazing. That doesn't look like my prof, right? Good. Stephanie from Ghana. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Dixon from Lagos and Marjorie B from Abuja. Sam Tobriz from Paris. Emmanuel from Ilori. Paul from Port Harcourt. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. So many people, right? I can call all the names, right? But thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Ife from Ikeja and Paul from Port Harcourt. Yes. And Dr. Mercy from Nigeria, and Precious from Abuja. Right. Nizo from Abuja. Michael from Egbeda, Lagos. Okwemi from Lagos. Awesome. Felicia Ibado. Chima Ruke from Milton Keynes in the UK. Benga from Essex in the UK. Tunji from London. Told you this is global. Abishola from Niagara, Ontario, Canada. Raphael from Port Harcourt. Kayode Ogufumi from Niger. Philip from Ilorin. Well, we have so many people coming in now, right? Good. Let's go straight to business. In some places right now, it's evening. Some places it's night. Some places it's even morning, right? This is a leadership community because Leadership is one of the greatest needs of our world right now. Leadership is ability to influence one or more people to achieve goals. See, the belief that only few people are born to lead, everybody else is born to follow, and all of us are just waiting for who will come and rescue us, right? It leads to the abdication of responsibility to use power, right? The belief that it's only few people that are born to lead, everybody else is born to follow, leads to the abdication of the responsibility to use power for good. So, the few people then that learn leadership, right? First, you have a lot of people that find themselves in leadership positions that don't know what to do with the power, right? And then it's so easy to believe that being a leader makes you superior to the people you lead, right? And then you just have a lot of unused power in our world. And the world now seems to be getting darker and darker. And my call to you is shine your light. That's what we do in our community. We shine our light. You can develop your influence and you can use that influence. And the reason I'm passionate about that is the fact that I did not think when I was young, much younger, I did not think that I was part of those that were cut out for leadership, right? I thought it was for the extroverts, the friendly people, right? The people that like to talk, the people that have no problem expressing themselves. I thought it was for them. These days, right? It's a bit difficult telling people that I'm an introvert. Because I talk for a living, right? But I had to learn it. I learned it. I prefer to read and to think and to plan. But then I found out if I can just bring out those beautiful things I'm thinking, right? Those powerful insights that I get from synthesizing information, if I could just bring them out and use them to serve other people, that's where the power is, right? It's amazing. Then it becomes valuable to other people. I'm just saying you absolutely have no excuse to not develop your influence ability, your influence skills, and to use it, right? Use it to improve the life of one person and two people and 5 and 10 and 100 and 1,000. That's the way it grows, right? Maybe I should also add, only God knows the opportunities that are ahead of you. Only God knows. Only God knows who's on this live program, who's going to become a senator, or who's going to become a governor, or who's going to become CEO of a multinational corporation. Only God knows. Now, when that opportunity comes, what are you going to do? If you're trying to get ready when you're supposed to be ready, you're already late, right? They said that was a statement made by Smith Wigglesworth, right? Yeah. So we've got to be ready. Success is what happens when opportunity meets preparation. So once again, welcome to this live event, Leadership Live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Okay. I was at the Nigeria consulate in Atlanta, and everybody there, right, from especially the head of immigration, right, and then the head of chancery, and everybody there, they were just amazing, right? And I was happy to see that, especially having a chat with Mrs. Stella Maris and Yolanda, and seeing the enthusiasm in her team members and watching her lead them. I was impressed. I was impressed watching them attend to people, and even she too would jump up, and intervene. And I mean, we can't complain and complain and complain all the time, right? So when I am especially thrilled when I see a leader doing well. So shout out to her, right? Okay, and to the whole team there. I'm thinking today about, okay, this is the way it works, especially if it's your first time. Is there anyone joining us for the first time today on this live event? We run it on Mondays, except when I'm flying, usually on an international trip. So I'm going to discuss something briefly that I think is helpful, and then you can ask me questions, right? Good. Oh, thank you, Mary. It's your first time. Fantastic. Thank you for coming. And Felicitas, Lucy, fantastic. And Philip, oh, thank you. Thank you. And Dr. Austin, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Oluwandinumi, thank you. Oh, Omire Days, thank you. Marjorie, it's your first time. Amazing. Oh, so many people. Favor, thank you. Akinwole, thank you. Wow, I hope it's absolutely worth your time today. Okay. So I have a friend in Germany. He's a senior corporate leader and a pastor. And he told me his story, how his first 10 years in Germany were rough. So he's a German Nigerian, right? And he said his first 10 years were rough, doing low paying jobs, struggling. He said, I suffered. Then he said one day he just approached a friend who is Jewish. Okay. Oh, thank you, Felicitas. You came upon this link by mistake. Wow. Yes, you were meant to be here. Absolutely. I agree. Okay, so my friend approached his Jewish friend and said, wherever you people go, you always thrive. You always prosper. What is the secret? And his Jewish friend said, to be able to integrate into any society, you've got to go to school. You've got to learn the language, especially where the language is different, like this one. I went to language school. That's how my friend then went to language school for 1 straight year to learn German. He said, as soon as he was done, the doors just opened for him. It was easy for him to get a job, right? And right now he's right at the top of a global organization in Europe, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Taiwo from University of Ibadan joining for the first time. And Ephraim joining us for Ephraim ONTV. Thank you for joining us for the first time. Amazing. Chukuma, thank you. Olayinka, thank you. Okay. So, my friend's experience, and honestly, my friend's experience reminds me of a book that I read many years ago titled The Jewish Phenomenon, 7 Keys to the Enduring Wealth of a People. And one of the chapters there says knowledge is wealth. Knowledge is wealth in portable form. Knowledge is wealth, right? Knowledge is portable wealth. Knowledge is portable wealth. That's powerful. Knowledge is portable wealth. Thank you, Victor, for joining us from Vancouver, Canada. And Oluwashe says it's my first time too. Thank you. You know, in the developing parts of the world, especially places where you have poverty, one of the big problems that you have in such places is the fact that people do not connect knowledge with wealth. That's why that book had an impact on me. Knowledge is portable wealth. When you say wealth, again, one of the mistakes a lot of people make is that they define wealth only in terms of material things, only in terms of cash, right? They do not realize that the real money, the real money is not the cash, it's not the paper, it's not the coin. Real money is value, and you can't see value with your eyes. Knowledge is a container of value. So anyone who sidesteps knowledge is sidestepping wealth, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Quite a number of people. Thank you. Chugs from Lagos, Miracle from Edo State, Anwar from Ethiopia, Lua Tomilola from Ibadan, Jesu Tofumi from Ogun. Wow. Oh, I am Wale Adeniro from Ogun State. I have read many of your books and they are all inspirational. Thank you for getting it right. Wow. Okay, that's fantastic because that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about books. And Daniel, thank you for joining us from Germany. Amazing. So, thank you, Indolo from Ohio State. Amazing. Knowledge is not only is it wealth, it is portable wealth. So the amazing thing is when you really then realize that the real money is value, and you can't see value with your eyes. And then you know that knowledge is a container of value. It's powerful because when you have knowledge, then you have wealth in the form that you can carry about. Books have changed my life. Thank you, Femi from Maryland, USA, and Tenshak from Lagos. Listen, books have literally changed my life. Everywhere I am, you'll see books. If you meet me almost anywhere, whether in an aircraft or at the airport, you'll see me with books. You'll see me with at least a book. Thank you, Pastor Sayawe from Ontario. Oh my God, books have changed my life. When I was in one of the darkest moments of my life, right? As a young graduate who couldn't get a job, attempted to travel out of my native country of Nigeria and got refusals, visa refusals. Everything looked bleak. I became desperate. I was asking, is there a way out? Is there anything, right? Yes, Pastor Sayawe, thank you. Milton, Ontario, and Andy from Equatorial Guinea. That's amazing, isn't it? I said, this is global. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Yemi from Lagos and Mfo from Abuja. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rotimi. A book is simply a transportation of transformation. I love that, right? A book is simply a transportation of transformation. So when everything looked bleak, the big question on my mind was, is there any system? Is there any set of principles that can actually guarantee my outcome, my results? The uncertainty was killing me. The uncertainty about the future, right? It made everything to look bleak. Is there anything? And that was when I started reading books. It was transformational. Like I tell people about tough times never last, but tough people do. I still remember the worn out copy that I bought for cheap. and how I was reading statements that were assaulting my mind, right? And the one I can never forget is that line, attitudes are more important than facts. And I said, what? Wait. Attitudes, how you think, how you feel are more important than facts. The fact that I don't have money, fact that I don't have a job, what are you telling me? Facts are sacred, facts are facts. I had to read again and again, read, come back, reflect before eventually I got it. It's amazing. It's not what is happening that matters. It is how you are thinking, how you are responding in your thoughts and your emotions. Powerful, right? I would go on to read other books. Thank you, Julian from Uganda. Thank you. Lemuel says, ideas rule the world is still blessing me till now. My life has been transformed through it. So thank you for being a blessing. Isn't that amazing? That is this book, right? Ideas Rule the World. I wrote it 25 years ago. 25 years ago. So just to give you context, so when he says it's still blessing me till today, I agree. Why? Because almost every week I hear someone tell me Ideas Rule the World changed my life. Isn't that powerful? Right? In fact, I met a gentleman in February. We were on the same flight from Lagos, Nigeria to Heathrow. He told me the same thing, told me he started his businesses from Ideas Rule the World. And when we got on the plane, he said he was going to see me on the flight because quite a number of people were trying to talk to me at the lounge. And then on the flight, he came to meet me on my seat and gave me some cash, pound sterling, right? Just to tell you that, just to attest to the fact that he really, really got value from the book and continues to do. Yes, Tunji says, I bought it 23 years ago. 23 years ago. The power of books, right? I wrote it only once. In fact, the good news is that right now we're working on the 25th anniversary. Remember, I wrote it 25 years ago. We're working on the 25th anniversary edition. It's going to be a limited edition, right? Few copies, a limited number of copies. And I want to include Ideas Rule the World stories in it. I want to include Ideas Rule the World stories. So if you have a story, right, please help send it to info@samadeyemiglc.com. info@samadeyemiglc.com. And it's possible your story may be included, right? Let's change the world together. Okay. Should I talk about the day I was walking through the airport hotel in Lagos, Nigeria? And this would be almost 30 years ago, and maybe like 28 or 29 years ago. And there was a bookshop, right? And of course, books would get my attention anyway. So I went into the bookshop. I was looking at the titles, then I saw this one, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The title alone was twisting my brain. Think. Wait. All I had always understood was work hard, right? Make sure you pass in school and then you'll get a job. Make sure you work hard and then you will grow rich. Think. Nobody ever suggested that to me before. I bought the book. The cost was all the money I had in my pocket. All the cash I had with me, I bought it. When I started reading, it was like, what? Napoleon Hill said, thoughts are things. Thoughts are things. I said, what? You see what I'm saying? How knowledge is a store of value. Nobody had ever, I had never had that before. Thoughts are thoughts, they're intangible. Things are things. But then when you say thoughts are things, Napoleon Hill says in the invisible world, now we've seen now that there's a visible world, there's a tangible world, there's a world that is not visible, right? The fact that you can't see something is not proof that it doesn't exist, right? So he says in the intangible world, thoughts are things. A chair is a chair. It was like, oh my God, to attach value to thoughts, that was life changing. That book was revolutionary, right? So, and then I've read hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books. I'll tell you also that audios, audio lectures have changed my life. There are some I put on repeat, and I know I listened to more than 50 times. Some probably more than 100 times. I'm telling you, there was a time when in the morning I would be listening to audios as I was getting ready for the office. I'll be listening to audios in my car. There were audios there that were on repeat. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge has value. That's what I'm trying to say. I watch videos almost every day. I watch videos, right, on YouTube. The internet is there. It's up to you to decide what you get from it, right? For some people, it's the greatest distraction in this world, right? It's just other people dumping whatever they want in your mind. But for me, it's probably the greatest university you have right now. Okay? So videos have changed my life. I can't forget that the first time I watched a video by Dr. Miles Monroe. Oh my God. I was blown. No, not blown away, blown to pieces. Let me put it like that. It was too much. It was like, what? The insights were just so powerful. They were so challenging. They were so challenging. I was so inspired. I told myself I was not remaining the same. I said, this man was not born like this. If he became like this, then I am becoming like this. Right? I'm just talking about my experiences, with the containers of knowledge, the vehicles that carry knowledge, that transport knowledge, right? The vehicles that transport knowledge. Or like we had earlier on that transport transformation. I love it. Thank you, Rotimi. That's a beautiful one. Okay. So attending conferences changed my life. Attending conferences changed my life. Oh my God. Like the day I had just a 10-minute speech at a conference explaining what King Solomon said in Proverbs 21:20. There is much treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but the foolish man spends everything. That was the day I opened a savings account at the bank. I'm talking about the power of knowledge, right? And then coaching and mentoring have changed my life, literally changed my life. Coaching and mentoring. Okay. The thing about knowledge is that there is an inspirational and intuitive dimension to it. It's not just the ink on the paper, right? Just think of it. It's an opportunity to rub minds with the brightest minds in the world. Many years ago, right? This was some 35 years ago. So I was youth pastor at my church, the Middle Belt of Nigeria. And somehow I came across books written by the pastor of the largest church in the world, largest single church in the world, then Dr. Paul Cho in Seoul, South Korea. To be reading the books written by a pastor with almost 1 million members, and I was just an associate pastor, I was a youth pastor. The books blew my mind. I mean, I would read, there was a particular one that I was reading, I would read the chapter. My heart would feel like it wanted to explode, right? I would put the book down and walk around and pray and think, and reflect on the things I read for quite a while. When I felt like things had calmed down, I would come back, right? I would read the chapter. My heart would be burning. Yeah. The transportation of transformation. Oh my God. Right? So that's what I'm saying, that there is first an inspirational dimension to it. And inspiration, what inspiration does is to take you, take your inner faculties to a frequency. It's like in this room right now and wherever you are, you have radio frequencies in the air, you have television frequencies in the air. There are things in the air. But if you don't have gadgets, right? Like I'm transmitting now, it's in the air, right? And then your device is giving you the capacity to receive, right? That's how we humans are. We are both transmission and receiving stations. We are, right? So it is not everything that you can learn. Some things you have to catch. It's like sometimes some powerful ideas are just in the air and you just need to be on the right frequency to catch them. A gentleman, one of my proteges, he was a billionaire, right? He's very wealthy, said the first deal that he had in his real estate business, he needed money, to pay a deposit, make a deposit for the land, and he did not know where to get the money from. He said, I was teaching, and under that, he was inspired, right? And he said the idea just came into his mind. The names of 4 people came into his mind. Once we were done, he stepped outside, picked his phone, called the first person, asked for an interest-free loan. The second person, the third person, the fourth person, all 4 agreed, and the money was complete. How do you describe that? So this is the way I put it, right? The ROI, the return on investment on wisdom, is not always linear or arithmetic. It can be geometric. It can be explosive. That's why I said that in the places where there's a lot of poverty in the world, one of the major things you will notice is that people don't connect knowledge with wealth. People don't connect knowledge with wealth, right? Because it's intangible. Sadly, right? So there's an inspirational dimension to it. The way I see it, whoever the author is, sometimes the person's been there 30 years, 40 years, has succeeded humongously. I'm having the opportunity of rubbing minds with a person like that. For how much? Right? For how much? Some people I'll never even ever meet, right? And then for what it costs me, to download an audio or a video or to buy a book, I have the opportunity of rubbing minds with one of the best minds in the world. It's phenomenal. And then the coaching. Now, sometimes I need, it's amazing. The more successful you become, the less self-aware you can become. The more you lose awareness, 360-degree awareness of what's going on around your life. Why do the best footballers or sports people still have coaches? That's the point. So when you have an experienced coach, they know what your strengths are, they know what your weaknesses are, they can guide you to manage the weaknesses, and they can guide you, help you to take the strengths to extraordinary levels. Mentoring has changed my life. Mentoring has changed my life. Coaching, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on coaching, and it's been life-changing. So I do everything I do at a high level, with a high quality, right? Good. So, and then I said there's an intuitive dimension to knowledge. Intuitive, right? You some things you catch. There's something about you either reading what somebody else said or watching somebody else, and then inside you, you're expanding. Something is telling you, if this person can do it, I can do it too. If this person can do it, I can do it too. And in that moment, you're catching new visions, catching new dreams, you're getting ideas on what to do. It's amazing. I'm a product of books and audios and videos and conferences and seminars and coaching and mentoring, right? I have experienced transformation. Information is the baseline for transformation. And I am happy that today I have the opportunity of leveraging those same platforms to see lives change. That's exciting for me. Thank you, Busari, for joining us from Rabat, Morocco. Amazing. And Tochukwu from Abata. Amazing. Wow. Opeyemi says, your books have shaped my life, DLA transformed my life. That's the Daystar Leadership Academy. The first time I saw a restroom with an AC was at Daystar. It blew my mind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Daniel from Germany. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, George says that is the best book I have read. I have read it more than 50 times. I'm in Houston. Think and Grow Rich, right? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Yes, Kanyisola, thank you. The see and hear principle. That's it, right? Oh, thank you for joining us, Ando from Madagascar. Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. See, the return on investment, ROI, on wisdom is not always linear. It can be non-linear. In other words, it's not a straight line graph. It can transport you from here to there. Explosive, not always arithmetic, can be geometric, right? So it is wise people that invest in knowledge. It is a sign of wisdom that you invest. Notice I didn't use the word spend. The mistake some people make, they see an information product or opportunity, they say, how much does it cost? Oh no. Is it worth that amount of money? Oh no, you're asking the wrong questions. Is my destiny worth this investment? That's why I told you I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars just on coaching alone, not the books. The books, come on, right? And it shows. How many books do you have on finances? If you're really serious about improving your finances, so like how many books do you have on finances? I heard from Dr. Mike Murdoch many years ago, if you're serious about improving your finances, the number of books you have on your finances should be at least the number of your age. I said, what? Since then, come on, number of books I have on my age can never catch up with the number of books I have on finances, on leadership, on relationships. Yeah, right? Now, because we're discussing leadership, I've emphasized on you and knowledge because leadership always starts from the personal level. Yeah, personal leadership. That's the most difficult, that's the most important dimension to leadership, right? But after you've done that, I encourage that you just find a way to make whatever team you lead a learning team. Maybe your family, maybe your organization, it may be a team, it may even be a nation. Whatever your sphere of influence, you can influence everyone there to be a lifetime learner. Miracles will happen there. I promise you. In that team, potential will be unleashed in that team. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about that next time we meet. Just in case you are not aware, right? My latest book is titled Shifts: 6 Steps to Transform Your Mindset and Elevate Your Leadership. Some of the stories that I just shared are inside the book, and there are loads of many more. Loads of many more. I wrote the book because I observed that most transformation efforts fail. Most. At the personal, organizational, and national level, most transformation efforts fail. Transformation frustrates leaders. You read the book, and then you go to your team, you want to change things. Everything fizzles out within 2 weeks. Your enthusiasm will die within 2 weeks. Why? Because of culture. Culture is powerful. Culture is overwhelming. And how to shift culture. That's why I wrote this book. Because you're not going to be able to achieve lasting success except you can shift the culture. And to shift the culture, you must be able to shift people's mindsets, right? Shift yours and shift the mindset of other people. And I wrote this. This can be used in academic settings, right? Can be used in universities, because I backed every claim with research, right? But then when you read it, you find out anybody can read it because I wrote it in very simple language. It's available on all online platforms that sell books, or almost all. It's available in major bookstores all over the world because it was published by a major publisher, John Wiley and Sons, right? Wiley, good. The audio version is also available. You check online, right? On Audible and other platforms, the audio version is there. The ebook is also there. The ebook is also there. It's also available, right? Grab your copy. It's life-changing. Okay. I recommend it especially for leaders, right? High-level leaders. High level, because you're not going to change anything until you can shift the culture, shift mindsets, shift values, and shift behaviors. There's a whole chapter on personal shifts. There's a whole chapter on professional shifts, right? And there's a whole chapter on global shift. That's why I address how to shift the mindset of a nation. Amazing. All right. So, thank you, Christian. Super Achievers Breakfast, one of the best ever. Thank you. Really powerful set of books that give you nuggets to read, one per day, right? So it's 4 books because it's one per quarter. Amazing. Thank you for joining us, Onyi from the US, Isaac from Port Harcourt. Amazing. Thank you, Luwa. Thank you. You're live from Ibejuleki. I've been following you since 1998 on radio. Amazing. That's phenomenal. Thank you. His Excellency Ambassador Abdurrahman Kasim, thank you so much for joining us. Wow. Thank you. Okay. Now, if you're in Canada and you can find your way to Toronto at the end of next week, we're going to be there. We call it the Business and Leadership Accelerator Roundtable. It's just a small number of people, right? Just a small number. It's not one of those big conferences, a small number of people, right? It is transformational because what we'll be sharing there are just strategies for for making big jumps. Period. Basic principles, actually. Basic principles and strategies for making big jumps. So if you are a leader in the business setting, in government, in church ministry, and you want to turbocharge your growth, I seriously encourage you to come. But the spaces are limited though, so once the seats are fully taken, they're fully taken because, and we have some seats left. The point is it's highly interactive. So at some point, we actually leave room for people to ask questions, and we help each person to resolve their issues, right? So they can enjoy the big jump. We had it in Lagos, yeah, just 2 weeks ago. We were in Lagos, Nigeria. We had the BLA there, and the immediate response was powerful, right? But the greater result is not even on the immediate, because I said, let's check 12 months from now and see the massive changes that would have happened. Okay, so yes. Yes, team, can we show the link? Can we give the link or put it in the chat room so whoever is interested can go straight there and register? All right, fantastic. Oh, thank you, Shagun. I'm actually getting it tomorrow. Already excited about it even before getting it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Luashe, for the feedback. It's been an awesome time, right? Then I should mention another small event, our highest level retreat, coaching retreat for leaders. We call it the C-Suite, High Impact C-Suite Retreat. It's holding in Dubai, the UAE, 8 to 11th July. 8 to 11th July. It's for high-level leaders. We don't pretend about it. It's high ticket. And okay, if you want to join us in Canada, there's a link there on the screen. You can copy it or screenshot, right? Register and join us. Now, the C-Suite retreat in Dubai, it's 20 people max, right? And we have only a few seats left. It's revolutionary for founders, top government officials on the highest level. And wow, okay. So we'll display the link for that also. You could just go on the link tree. In my bio, there's a link there. There's a link there in my bio, whatever platform you're on. Click on it, and you'll see the links to these events and the others there. Some people ask, how do we invite you to speak? There's a link there. Invite Sam to speak. It's there, right? On the link tree in my bio. Some people say, can I have one-on-one with you? Yes, I do. I believe it will be the best use of my time right now to sit with high-level leaders to advise them. So that's what I do these days. Okay, so it's possible. There's a link there on my link tree also for that. There's something we call the inner circle. So there's a community that we have built. I've been building communities. If somebody wants to grow, the best thing is to be part of a community in this world. I'll tell you that. So we have a community, and I meet with them every month, right, on Zoom. So we see ourselves, we're able to ask questions. More than that, we have a platform that is alive 24/7 where they interact with one another. We post very powerful videos, materials there. And members of the inner circle, they get discounts on all of our events, okay? In fact, when you sign up, the first thing you get is access to 40 videos. That is part of what we call the Leadership Reset Program. I recorded 40 videos addressing salient points, right? Different areas of life and success, finances, leadership, and so on. That's your baptism into our inner circle program. All right. All on the link tree. You click on the link in my bio, and then you see them there, right? And you need to act fast, right? Don't procrastinate. If you're a high-level leader, join us in Dubai. It's going to be revolutionary, okay? The link is on the screen right now. Okay, good. Let me take a few questions. Very good question here from AY. Very good question. When you got to a point in life that you felt like there is more to me than this, practically speaking, what did you do to break out? I'll use an illustration. Excuse me. The way a caterpillar, right, how a butterfly develops. If you remember your biology in school or integrated science, it starts as an egg and then develops into something small. Is it larva? And then grows again into another form and then becomes what you call a caterpillar that crawls on the ground. And then at some point, that caterpillar folds into a ball, right? A shell develops around it. It stays in there. And then something happens to it. Somewhere along the line, it breaks that shell. It struggles in the process of doing it, breaks that shell. And then that insect that was crawling on the ground comes out of that shell with wings and begins to fly. It's a butterfly. It's one of the most powerful illustrations of transformation in this world. That is what happened. To me, that was what happened. I experienced serious frustration early part of 1994. I withdrew. You withdraw into your cocoon. Okay, you spend time, right? I would spend time consuming information, inspirational information, spend time thinking, doing deep reflection, getting back in touch with your highest aspirations, your highest dreams. Track back. Where am I coming from? Where am I now? Where did I say I was going? What am I capable of doing? You go check again. If you've never done them, you do psychometric tests online, personality tests. Just Google personality tests, gift tests, strength tests. Run those tests, right? See your strengths, see your weaknesses, right? Good. So when you get to that point where something inside you is telling you, I'm bigger than this, I'm better than this, right? This is what you do. You withdraw. You want to find, that connection back to your raw essence and then project from there again, okay, into the future. That was what I did in 1994. It took me about 3 months, of praying and thinking and focusing and asking, what's the next step? Where do I go? And one morning I woke up and the answer was in my heart. It was an inspired thought. That inspired thought has resulted in several organizations. The biggest ones, Success Power and Daystar, the church. It's amazing, right? Sometimes also, at some other times, I've also gone to meet mentors, right? And asked questions. And they've said things I'll never forget. Another good question here from Akinifesi Shola. Thank you for making out time weekly. I would like to ask if the Success Power broadcast that was aired then could be made available to the younger generation of today. Yes, sir. We're actually working on it. We are on it. We're going to put them on streaming platforms because there's radio, hundreds and hundreds of episodes. There's TV, hundreds and hundreds of episodes. Good question, right? Thank you. Tunji is asking, kindly brings, not asking, it's a request. Kindly bring some of these events to the UK. Thank you. I think what we're going to do, we'll put out a wait list because that's what we use to test. We want to really make sure that people are going to attend an event before we organize one. So we're going to put out wait lists. And if we get enough signals, people interested, definitely, we'd love to come to the UK. Definitely. Actually, we've been getting a lot of requests. So it's something we're thinking about for next year. Thank you. Okay, Temitope says, your book, Success is Who You Are, blessed me greatly. That's a powerful book. Most people only cut leaves when they approach the issue of success. They cut leaves, they don't dig out roots. At the root of success, what you focus on is being, not doing. Most of us want to achieve more success. What we're thinking about, what should I do? What should I do? No, that's not where to start. The reason why many people can't do a lot of the things that we say people should do, like some of the things I've said here today now, some people are happy about it, but they won't be able to do them. Why? Because they are not yet the kind of people that can do them. That's where you start from. Les Brown said, for you to do something you have never done before, you need to become someone you have never been before. That's the issue I addressed in Success is Who You Are. So if you're anywhere in the Western Hemisphere, it's on Amazon. Success is Who You Are. And if you're in Nigeria, it's available anywhere you find Roving Heights. It's there. Or the bookshop at Daystar Christian Center in Oregon. Right? Good. Thank you, Abiodun, for joining us from Birmingham, and Emmanuel from Ijebu-Ode. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Chung Dauda from Ijesha, Lagos. He said, I've been following you since I was in Jaws since 2015, 10 years now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, another request from the UK. Abiodun says we need a leadership meeting in the UK. Now, my team is going to pay attention to this, okay? Yes, my team is going to pay attention to this so that we work on something concrete for 2026. Thank you, global leader, Tunji, right? I have watched the 40 videos. That's the Leadership Reset Program. You joined our inner circle. Those 40 videos, he says he's watched all of them, that they are short and powerful. True. They're actually between 5 to 10 minutes. So, okay. If you're in the USA or Canada, where you see our biggest conference is the Shift Conference. We had one in Lagos, Nigeria, February this year. It was humongous. It was phenomenal, right? The only other one we're having in 2025 will be at the College Park Marriott, Hyattsville, Maryland, USA, September 13. So if you go on that link in my bio and the link tree, there's a link there where you put down your name on the wait list. I am absolutely certain it will be oversubscribed. We are sure about that, right? So if you go on the wait list, those are the people that will have the first opportunity to register before we go out to the public, and that's happening soon. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you. Wow. Has this been helpful? Okay. I'll take maybe 2 more questions from the chat room. Akinola joined us from Monrovia, Liberia. Amazing. Thank you, Uche. Thank you. Beatrice is asking, for a young man, 26 to 28, what's the roadmap to getting the attention of high-quality mentors while you're still trying to improve your own personal value as a person? And how do I maintain that? That is a very good question. That is a very, very good question. So I'll tell you first, a lot of successful people are more than willing to help younger people. You'll be amazed. Listen, you get to a point where your greatest need is no longer food to eat, right? You own your own home. You maybe own a business or some organization, making some steady income. I'll tell you what, when you don't have those things yet, you think they're the most important things in life and they'll fulfill you. They'll fulfill you to some extent. After some time, they won't give you fulfillment anymore. And at the highest level, the thing that's going to give you fulfillment is adding value to other people's lives. Fulfillment. We call it self-actualization. That's what a lot of successful people want. So they want to. However, the thing they have in least supply is time. So they want to be sure that whatever it is they're doing is an investment. They don't want to waste their investment. They don't want to waste their time. So part of what you use to show that you are good ground for sowing is what you're doing with your life already, right? They want to see those signs that you're serious-minded. There are many people that approach mentors because they just want to leverage their names, right? They just want to use them. Their focus is on what to get from the mentor. Let me tell you, there are many other people who are out to get. That's the problem of successful people, right? They have a lot of people who want to get things from them. Set yourself apart. Pay attention to them, and you to think about what they need. Think about what they need. So in the first place, when you approach someone, and there are many places where you can meet mentors, right? You have your clubs, your professional associations, you have church, right? Honestly, church, the opportunities provided are underrated. I'll tell you, as someone who speaks to tens of thousands of people literally every week, I see millionaires sitting right next to people who are still struggling. And in my head, I just think, if this guy knew who he was sitting next to, okay? So learn to approach people, right? In some instances, you may need to write. You may need to send a DM, on social media. You may need to, how do you add value to a mentor, for example, on social media? Like their posts, comment on their posts, right? Validate them, validate their success. You may think it's a small thing, but it's value. It's something, right? So you've got to think win-win. Don't focus only on yourself, right? But I'll tell you though, the greatest reward you can give a mentor is to do well for yourself, is to use whatever it is they share with you and use it to produce results and to share the feedback with them. I hope that helps. Let me add finally, don't just approach anybody. It's not everyone that did the right things to achieve success, right? So you've got to define your own values first. Very important. The principles and standards that will help you achieve your vision, right? Define them clearly. Then make sure whatever mentor you want to connect with, that there's alignment in values between you. Okay? Fantastic. Thank you. Ronkesha says, do you have any plans for teens? I am more than convinced that we can do a lot with that age bracket. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, we do. We were, so when we were in Lagos 2 weeks ago, right, we actually had a meeting where we were discussing on that. Oh yeah, because Africa's mean age is between 17 and 18 years. So you have a large population of young people. So we were then reviewing some of the books that I wrote many years ago, right? Like this one, small book like this. This one specifically, there was one of my proteges at the meeting, who said he wants to buy copies for all the national youth corpers that will be sent to Lagos State, right, in the next batch. That's phenomenal. So, and so with that, we're planning to get partners that will partner with us and support us, right, financially, and then we'll be able to give these books out. We're revising the books, right? There's Think and Succeed. There's Wonders of Imagination. Another one is The Power of Vision. I wrote this for young people, for Gen Zs then, Generation Z plus, right, in Nigeria. I will review so that it can be applicable to other people. So yes, we have plans. We have plans. Every year at the Daystar Leadership Academy in July, we run what we call the DLA for Teens. And we have one coming up in July, last week of July. And I think the registration is on dlaonline.org. Always life transforming for the young people. Thank you, right, for pointing that out. Thank you, Emmanuel, for joining us from New Zealand. Amazing. Thank you. Ronke says, your books have brought so much strength expressed in my drive for excellence. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, my people, Reverend Tokes and Funke Temeno from Ibadan. Thank you. Chimaruke is asking, where can I get the book as I'm in England? It's on Amazon. It's in Waterstone Bookshop. Yeah, it's there. Just ask your local bookshop. They'll source it for you. Or just go online simply. It's on amazon.co.uk. How do I join the inner circle? Yes, there's a link. If you go on my bio, right, I see you joined us from YouTube. If you go on Instagram, right, at the Sam Adeyemi, there's a link there. Okay, or on X at Sam_Adeyemi there, or Sam Adeyemi on Facebook. There's a link in my bio. Click on it and you will see a drop down. And one of the links is for that. Thank you everyone for joining us. If actually you can just go in your browser, there's something on the screen. You can just go on your browser and type linktr.ee/Sam Adeyemi, and it will take you straight to the link tree. Thank you everyone. Well, this has been an amazing one. Thank you. Maybe this will be the last question. Raji is asking, I have a question. I've always loved to speak effectively and impact people's lives positively, especially my generation. How can I achieve that with purpose? The answer to that is a whole seminar. Maybe someday we'll get to that, okay? Someday we'll get to that. A simple thing though, speaking can be learned, communication can be learned. Decide on the purpose of each speech and spend a lot of time preparing. What should you do in preparing? Be intentional about how you will start and get people's attention. Be intentional about the body of the message, how many points you're going to give, 1, 2, 3, and then decide on how you are going to end it in a way that it will be memorable. You will summarize what you said and then leave people with one line or a punch line or something. Be intentional and prepare a lot. In summary, I should send you my invoice. Okay, we're almost done. Bridget is asking, how have you been able to maintain a culture of studying and reading despite leading multiple organizations and other daily tasks, especially at the earlier stages? I decided to take that question because it's a very smart question. You will always have to prioritize how you use your time. You will always have to prioritize how you use your time. If you have a job, let me tell you this, most of what you do during the day is routine work. Most of it is routine. And if you're not careful, it will even spill to outside office hours. If you allow routine to consume all of your time, you will stagnate. What you do outside of office hours, that actually is where you grow. You've got to dedicate time. Maybe 30 minutes a day. The frequency is even more important than the volume for a start. Maybe 15 minutes when you wake up in the morning, or 15 minutes just before you sleep. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. It may be during the weekend that you'll be able to chunk out time. Now, for me, studying is part of my job. It's part of my job description. I speak. I create knowledge practically every day. I prepared before I came for this session, right? So it is what I eat that I will give out to other people. So for me, I'm a morning person. That's also important. I'm a morning person. And my major work is thinking, right? I'm planning, I'm creating ideas. So books are beside my bed. Books are beside my bed. Sometimes I read before I sleep, but most of the time I read when I wake up in the morning. Okay. And then weekends or when I'm maybe traveling, fantastic opportunity. Fantastic opportunity when you're in motion, right? Fantastic opportunity for reading. Okay. So it's about prioritizing. You will never have enough time to do all the things you want to do, but you will always have enough time to do the things that are most important. And I'm telling you, upgrading your thinking, that's one of your greatest priorities. So you're not using your time well if you don't make out time to read, to study, to listen, watch videos. You're not making the best use of your time, and it will be easy for change to catch up with you. All right. Has this been helpful? Has this been helpful? Temitope is asking, when is DLA this year? Oh, we ran some sessions already, and there's one coming up in 2 weeks. DLAonline.org. And interestingly, the sessions for this year have been hybrid, right? Hybrid, so both online and physical, right? Good, 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 good. So today we've spoken about books, spoken about knowledge, how it is the conveyor of value, conveyor of wealth. It is portable wealth. When you have it, it's like you carry your wealth with you around everywhere. And I hope that each person would be, thank you, you joined late. Anyway, good. It will be on my YouTube page and also on LinkedIn, so you can watch it all over again. Please share your story with us. Share your story with us as you read and you experience the transformation. When I go into my study, I mean, sometimes I run this from my study in Lagos, Nigeria, and you can see the books everywhere. I said to them in my house, God forbid, if fire touches this house, the first place to evacuate is my study. I said, because what I got from what is in the study, from the books, was what built the house. So preserve the books first. And that's what I want to transfer to the generations after me. Okay. When I go into my study, I come out intoxicated. Let me use the word like that. I'm not talking about alcohol. I'm just talking about inspiration, talking about ideas. I'm talking about being fired up on the inside, you know. So I am waiting to hear your own story. And please don't stop here. Remember, if you're in Canada, we'll be there end of next week, the 13th and the 14th of June. When you check on the link, you'll see there are 3 levels at which you can attend the event. You can come only for the Saturday, which will be training all day. You can also come, you can add the dinner on the Friday. And the dinner is just for networking, intimate networking. I'll be there and you'll meet other successful people operating at your level, you know, and we can make connections. Successful people know the first question you ask when you want to achieve a big goal or make a big shift in your life is not how do I go about it? It is who can help me. Yeah, the who comes before the how, right? That's why we created that dinner, right? And at the highest level, some people will be able to book one-on-one with me. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you in Toronto. And then remember also Dubai. At the Mandarin Oriental, we spoil the people that come because, like I said, it's leaders at the highest level. The networking value is humongous at that level, and we spoil you. From the moment you come out of the aircraft, you will feel our impact, right up to the checking in at the hotel, and the experience itself is amazing. Leaders have the opportunity to relax. It's just 2 days, 2 full days. The first day is full training, full coaching. The second day, we give you the first half of the day free. to think, to reflect, map out new strategies, and then we come together in the afternoon and conclude the sessions. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you everyone for joining us on this Leadership Live. On behalf of our team at Sam Adeyemi GLC and Success Power, you have a beautiful evening, a good night, an amazing morning, if that's the time where you are. God bless you. Bye for now. Hello there. The Business and Leadership Accelerator Roundtable Lagos, Nigeria was super amazing. Just watch out over the next 12 months for radical transformation in the lives of those that attended. Over the last few decades, I have watched careers and businesses and even ministries either fizzle out or stagnate because of change. I have also seen some that have accelerated in their growth, and that is what I have also experienced. That's why it delights me to invite you to respond to the changes going on with accelerated growth in your own career or in your ministry or in your business. Join us at the BLA Toronto, Canada, June 13 networking dinner, June 14 whole day of transformation. You don't want to miss this. Click on the link in my bio on this platform and click on the link for the BLA Toronto. See you in Toronto.